Welcome back, everybody. And we're here with some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And we got a small little checklist of stuff to get through here.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more.
Oh. Yeah, you are still hungry.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Okay, but we gotta go get those bandages before I bleed out. Ooh, torch. Miner's hood. Tons of stuff from this guy.
Damn. This wound is still bleeding. Better bandage it up.
Oh, we will. All bandages. There we go. Nice. What's our noise looking like? We're gonna keep it low. Keep it very low. Oh, wait. Wear no shoes, gentlemen. Okay.
Quick before I bleed out.
I believe I did. I did use those bandages. Or at least I thought I did. Oh, I'm not selecting any amount to use. Hello, Growler. The dogs they look so nice. Where'd the chicken go? Hiya! Oh, that's stealing in this one. That's stealing. Weak savior schnapps. But then, why is it called weak? Oh, wait. What's B? Nice. Oh, splash water on yourself. There we go.
I feel like a new man. Seems Bujana isn't some quack.
Alchemy bench.
She's got a damn good setup here.
I knew you were an herbalist.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again.
Whoa.
So, consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
What can I do to help?
I can help. I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile.
Nothing I'm not too unfamiliar with picking.
You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds! Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dry
That's what you
herb,
said.
so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow.
She's got her own garden.
Them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand.
Understood, ma'am.
It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that.
I mean, you saved my
Do
life.
you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us.
Henry does what Henry needs to
I
do.
wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier.
Yeah, a shallow
When you
grave
head
by
out
the creek.
gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Okie doke. Okay, dung pile. Where is the dung pile? What is in here? Okay. Just follow the compass. Shovel. Can I attack with a shovel in this one? No. Oh. Oh, pick up the corpse. Okay, buddy. Walking through the woods, carrying a dead man, don't know where I'm going, I know where I've been. I'm gonna stay off the road, because that just seems like a good idea. Don't really feel like getting caught carrying this guy. I know, Henry, you're hungies. But we took enough of that old lady's food. Actually, we might just be able to eat some more. There we go.
Shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
That's some fast digging. I'm concerned. They're having me do this manner. Does that mean I'm about to get walked up on? After quite a bit of arduous work. Well, good. Henry could use some arduous work. Did I just hear noises? Oh, piggy. No, you're meat for mutt whenever I find him back. Wow, that thing disappeared. Wow. Holy moly. Gone.
A bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
You just had 4 apples and 2 servings of that nice old lady's food, you whiny little crabby boy. Yeah, that's right, I didn't call him a bitch. You could probably kick my ass. Okay. Now we go up the rocks to this little meadow.
Damn, this shoulder still hurts like hell.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Wow, what are you, from the Midwest? That's a person, isn't it? Nope, tree stump. I ain't getting jumped out in these woods again. I got a sword this time. That is terrifying. So you're out here to protect something. Is this the chamomile? It looks like the chamomile. Why won't he actually look at the plant? Okay, maybe I didn't go the correct direction. Run back along the path. We're gonna break our ankles. Nope. Take this little toothpick back out here. Okay, yeah, I should have just followed the path. Aha! Sage!
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
I'm gonna get extra while we're here because you never know when you're gonna need it. And if there's a lot of something, chances are you could use it quite a bit. There's a little bench out here. Boy, that bush was just a wiggling and a jiggling just a second ago. Hey. Oh, that's a dandelion. Oh, here. Chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Yeah, but I gotta look around a little bit. Because this is a whole new world to explore. And I know they like to hide shit in plain sight. Huh. Whoa. I mean, look at this place. It's amazing. There's a town right there. Why didn't we go there? Why did we not go there? Now that's the barking I remember Mutt having, but I'm guessing that's her dog. Break our ankles!
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Hiya!
What? Ah!
I ain't facing nobody. What, you think you got a shot? I'm the bodyguard.
Getting mixed up in all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Oh, we got more food, door and chest key, tailor's kit, tin badge of Head Start. What does that do? Okay. This guy looked like he had some nice stuff too. Ooh. Dried perch. Don't need the mead. Blacksmith's kiss, bone comb. Are you okay, ma'am? I had a feeling somebody was going to be here when I got back.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for 2 bandits that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they
Whatever
sure
those are.
sounded keen to find you fellas.
Of course they are.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, hello, Queen.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov.
It's a mouthful.
We were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it.
I am.
I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with
That's
them.
a very sad.
Except I have
like,
2 fresh
saying.
corpses in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to
I mean,
you.
I keep piling up the corpses
Be
and taking their
careful while
shit.
you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say.
Pick up
I've
Mikesh and
treated his
Kozliak.
wounds and I'll change
Who are
his
they?
bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard.
I know.
My
I've done
eyes are
it.
so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try.
I'll do more than try.
Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
A few days.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
No, it's just
Take
very
the book
important.
just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Let's. And potions are very important in these games. And they're so much cheaper if you make them. However, I just take them off of dead bodies. So, there's that. So this is just really...
Go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Okay, so we got
and
2
remember
chamomile
what you have to do. Then get back
in
to
the bottom
bench
upside
and
down
we'll start.
triangle. 1 turn of the timer. And then number 3, grind up 1 sage. Put it in there. And into the Oop. Where'd my recipe go? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I didn't know you could look at the
You
herb.
must have read it by now, surely.
Okay. You know what? If you're in such a rush, do it yourself, Mrs. It'll take all
All right.
day.
First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron.
I
Choose
know.
the right pitcher from the shelf on the left. According so, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now
Yep,
try
yep,
moving
yep.
the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Oh, that's a lot better than the bellows.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well.
Where's
For
my
most
chamomile?
potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
There you go.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right. Let's get to it.
I'm ready.
First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Two sprigs of this.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Come on, boil, baby, boil! Boil!
That enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
La da 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 da. I wonder if I could still make the witch's
Have
brew.
you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
I mean, I did exactly what you said, so here we go.
Chamomile needed a lower flame.
But it worked, right?
Here it is.
Look at Henry's legs.
By the smell
Look
of
good,
it.
buddy.
It's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
And I'll have to go take
Alright.
care of those bodies.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of them damn corpses what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Do 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 do. Come on, big guy. Okie dokie. You know, Henry's got a thing for digging people graves. So I did it 3 times in the last game. Then again, I think I dug up more graves than I dug graves. Whew. Excuse me. Man, get your face all the way up in that ground, man. I keep thinking I'm seeing something. I'm losing it. How's it going?
Those corpses have been taken care of. They're gone to rest by the stream.
Oh, thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. You did what you could. Me and the gravedigger will do the rest, so I ain't stuck with that corpse forever.
I could go for something to eat now.
And to bed. Man, we are going to be hungry, hungry hippos, man. Oh no. Oh boy.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
That's what I want to know.
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
It's funny that he says that because I'm pretty sure his right-hand guy was actually the boyfriend.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Damn right I will. Your lucky Robard was there to hold me back.
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
He's gonna think that's Teresa, you watch.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Goodness gracious, Henry.
Oi. Bad dreams.
He looks at all the women like
You
that.
must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
Oh boy.
Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
That sounds about right.
That sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
You could say that.
Dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous,
Okay.
murderous horseman who
Getting a little
stole
too
my
detailed.
sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real
Well said.
meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that.
She seems very wise.
It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right.
Very
In the
wise.
end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Did I get a new perk point? I did. Okay. Ah! He never gets enough from one meal. Hello, everybody.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine!
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life.
Correct.
I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg.
Oh, boy.
Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
He was captured by Cumans on a hunting trip. The first day I really interacted with him.
Some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a Cuman patrol.
Humans?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna keep it simple, though.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we
That
need.
was us.
I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
There were only 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever.
I killed them both.
Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
You've never met
As I recall,
Father Godwin.
you already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles.
Don't
So
you
I'll
make fun of
save
pebbles.
myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you
I thought
saved
Hans
my arse.
saved Henry there.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
True enough. Hey, How did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
That's for sure.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Thank you.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion.
Yes!
It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll
Nice.
come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Okay. Let's get going, man.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry,
He's right.
I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band
Why
that ambushed
can't
us
I
at the
see them?
point was Istvan Toth.
Todd,
I thought so.
are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw
Istvan
him,
Toth.
the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
You're right. I love the music for this game. You didn't have to give me money, ma'am. That was very nice. Such a nice lady. Oh my goodness. And the picturesque graphics. I know it's only 1080p for you guys because my computer doesn't do any better than that, but wow, it still looks good. Whoa. This is gorgeous. I can't get over this. I grew up on Nintendo 64. This is wild. Hans, come on, buddy.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an
Henry
educated
looks
man
just so over
with
it.
medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Just knock, maybe?
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
I don't think anybody's home. But the oven's on. That's why there's got so much smoke coming out of it.
Fucking shit!
Damn.
You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir that eye!
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send 2 vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are.
Yeah.
He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
You'll regret that.
Getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
Damn, rolled him.
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
I don't like it when he gets ideas. He would think of going to the tavern first.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Darn right.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
We have to get our letter back.
Well, we could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that? Ask them nicely. Please, kind bandits, pretty please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
Take it by stealth.
They're very droll. No, I was thinking more like finding their camp and sneaking in, stealthily. Find out where they put the letter, grab it, and vanish before they even know we were there.
Are you dreaming? What kind of chance do you think we'd have?
Quite a strong one. Maybe.
Bollocks, old pal.
Well, what else do you want to do? Go back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughingstock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond.
It's your idea.
No message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Let's go back and bury them.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honour their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
It's that woman from the pond.
Or the one you gave us away for?
I'd bear that witch.
Hey!
Wench!
What I tell ya? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
I doubt she can.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
There's Henry.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster. If you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
It's fair.
About your captain.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Ah.
So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
He saw what you were doing. He didn't bring up...
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
Yeah, it is very rude, Henry.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
I like her.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right.
Yeah, I already agreed to it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Skalitz.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else.
Good to get information on that kind of stuff.
Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
That's good.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Somewhere she's out of sight. Get in it.
talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like her.
Could you cut it out?
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I think it's something.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals.
When do you, actually?
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
I'll do it by myself.
Alright, I understand. I'll carry them by myself.
I'm glad you know your place.
Although, a couple of sacks wouldn't kill you, eh?
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law.
It's your law.
Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I'll just carry a sack by myself.
I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
With what?
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favour.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog.
Good.
As soon as we have at least
you were going to do that
something,
anyways.
We'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Can I move these sacks now? Thank you.
God, I'm bored shit. Oof! That isn't half heavy.
Oh, that guy's gonna fall over. He's so drunk. Look at him. Look at him. He's slumped. Here we go.
Cheers, my friends!
What did I do to you?
God bless.
Hey, the drunk guy's playing the flute now. It's a lively place.
One beer.
Right, listen to this.
How's life treating you?
Is that supposed to be
bad.
Latin?
But I've got so
Clever
much to
you.
do. I'd have to split myself in 2 to get it all done on time. Why don't you take on a young apprentice to help you?
Hans is trying to impress somebody with his Latin right now, and it's not working.
Did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Correct.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding.
The blacksmith
You'll see the
is a
glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
You're gonna get punched.
You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd
crap.
like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
This is where I step in.
Over there! That's the way he ran!
Come on, get on the ground.
You leave me no other choice.
Take that fucker out, damn it!
That madman! Why'd he do it?
You're no match for us, fucker.
Come on.
Slice him up! Go fuck yourself, hey? Now you fucked up. These days, no
What are you hopping about for? Need a piss?
Come on, man.
Jesus! I'm hit! Take that fucker out, Danny! Take that fucker out, Danny! This is unbelievable!
Yeah!
Darn right it is.
Fucking up!
You haven't a chance, bastard!
Come on.
Hey, get him! What do you want? You bastard!
Bam.
Yeah, don't swear in.
Come on, man. Did we win?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Oh, no, that's not a good, that's not good, that's not good.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
He does.
How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up! Oh, you'll get a whipping too.
It's one heck of a predicament, Sir Hans.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
Who started quarreling?
Who started quarreling with the locals? In their tavern? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward.
I took out 3 guys.
We wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Wow.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating.
Well, then
you were
figure this out
supposed to
yourself.
Make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt. Lost for words, are you? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
Good. He is a brat.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Go!
Oh shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright, off you go.
Hey, that's the song from the first one. We drank to it with Lord Godwin, and the band of bandits played it on their flute. That's a cool throwback. Crime and reputation. Whew.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you.
Who just said my name?
Perkstein.
Aye. You're in the right place. Over here. Do you...
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Who are you?
For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Who are you?
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off?
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Well, dang.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Well, thank you for all the advice.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
Correct.
At least you're not walking around bare-arsed. Although, that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I'd rather not stand out too
I
much.
prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
After what you did here with that friend of yours, even the deaf and blind would immediately recognise you. But between the two of us, it's easy enough to scrounge up a shirt and trousers if you know where to look.
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly.
Yeah.
I just got out of the pillory. I don't want to end up there again.
Well, I'm not pushing you, just giving you a few useful tips. What you do with them is up to you.
Fair enough. We'll talk to her if we need more help.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Who were you? Man, they really took all my... Oh, no, they didn't. There we go. And... Oh. Weapon. Whew. And we are going to get over to that Tomcat next time. I would like to thank y'all for tuning in. And this has been super fun. And super interesting. And I'm going to have to catch y'all on the flip-flop. Peace.